everybody. So welcome to Spirit Speaks with me, Shannon McLeran, and my guides, my many, many guides. So this is the second show, and I loved the first show. Lots of people showed up. I thought a lot of people showed up, and it was fun, I thought, and great. So we're going to do it again. We're going to keep doing it. So we have the chat box on the side, and so that's where you want to put your questions that you would like to for my guides to answer. And my friend Steph will let me know what the questions are, because sometimes I miss it in the chat, and you guys can chat with each other and have a good time. Okay, so what I did last week that I liked was I talked about what the message was from my guides to everybody for this week. So today it's not any different. And so just right before the live stream, I asked them what they wanted you guys to know. So this sounds really specific to one person. So I'm just going to tell it because it actually might be for more than one. So what they said was that no one else knows what your soul needs. Have the courage to listen and follow it no matter what other people say. And I was thinking about that, and we have sometimes friends and family who believe that they know what is best for us, but they don't know what our soul is saying to us. And it takes a lot of courage to go against the advice of others when you know deep down that this is what you need to do. If there's a driving force that you just know that this is what you need to do. Even if it sounds crazy, do it anyway. Because, you know, when I started to do this, I had people tell me that I was just going through a phase and that they just kind of laughed at me or rolled their eyes, because there's lots of skeptics out there, and that's okay that people don't agree with you. But when you know what you want to do, just have the courage to follow it, because your life will be a whole lot better if you do that. So, okay. And then, so make sure that you put your questions over in the side if anybody has one, and they will answer them. We will get them queued up and we will get them answered. Okay. And like I said last week, what I have is I made these little cards, and they are quotes from my guides. And so I'm going to just pick one of them and talk about that. So we're going to shuffle. Hi, Destiny. Oh, okay. This is cool. So I don't know if you can see it, and it looks backwards to me. I hope it's not backwards to you. What it says is that you are loved. And often when we're in relationships, the only thing we really want to do is we want to feel loved. We want to feel like we're important. And friendships, romantic relationships, your parents, your family, anybody, what you want to feel is that you're loved. And so I forgot to disclaim about me staring off into the side. So this is what I do when my guides are talking. I kind of stare off in the corner. And so they're telling me that knowing that you're loved by the universe, by your higher power, whatever deity it is that you have, when you're feeling loved, you're more powerful. And so that is a really awesome thing that you can give to everybody else on what. So if you can make somebody else feel loved, you can really change their world. You can really change their outlooks. So, okay, so there's my vamping, the intro to this. So the other things that I want to let you know is that when I stare off in the corner, that's because they're talking to me, and it's I don't actually see them with my eyes. It's with my third eye. And so I'll stare off and I'll make funny faces, which everybody laughs at, and it's a whole lot of fun. The other thing is that I want to let you know is that they will show me pictures. And when they show me pictures, sometimes I can interpret them wrong, but they're not wrong. So I will tell you what the picture is, and then I will give you my interpretation from that. So, okay, so doesn't look like anybody's asking any questions. So I guess I'm going to just pull some tarot cards because nobody's asking any questions. So I'm just going to pull a few tarot cards for the week ahead. One more. Okay, so I'm going to pull 3 cards for the week ahead. Okay, so the first card that we have is the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands talks about that there's going to be like a new physical thing coming. Now, this could be a new home, this could be a new job, but there's going to be like a new physical beginning. Maybe you're going to start walking more, something physical. The next one is the Moon card, and it's reversed, and this actually can mean a few things. What this can mean is that there could be someone around you who has some emotional problems, and maybe they're taking them out on you. Or what it can mean is that it also can mean that you are ignoring your own intuition. So we have a new physical, so that's this week. And then the next thing is the Knight of Pentacles reversed. And this is generally about money. This is about, it's money. Sometimes it's job, but it's mostly money. And what the reverse, so if you look at him, he's standing still. He's not moving at all. So having it reversed, meaning it's probably an ending of some kind, but it's probably ending because you're not doing anything. You're not moving forward. So those are the cards for this week, and those are your messages. So, all right. Okay, so I believe we have, okay, so Destiny would like oh, you want a card, or do you want for my guides? I can do both. I'll shuffle for you. Give you a card, and we'll talk about that. All right, so Destiny, you got the Devil. So this card talks about being in bondage and trapped. This can mean contact. This can mean contracts, or it can mean a situation that you feel like you are bound to, much like a contract, right? So this can be a really healthy relationship. This can be addictions. This can be, when I say addictions, that's a really broad term. So when it's addiction, so we all think, okay, you're drinking too much, perhaps there's drugs, or gambling, right? So those are the big kind of addictions that everybody thinks about. But that also can be codependency, where you give too much to somebody else. It can be eating too much. It can be shopping too much. All kinds of things. So this is what it's telling you to look at, those types of situations, and what is it that you can do to take back your power and break free. So that's that. Okay. And then Jennifer Orton would like a general message from my guides, the cards. Jennifer, you need to believe in yourself. And I know we've talked about this before, but you are the only Jennifer that will ever walk this earth. There's only one you, and you are very, very special, and you need to believe in yourself. You can only do what you do your way, nobody else. So if you were, let's say you're a Reiki master, and I'm a Reiki master, and you give a healing and I give a healing, your healing is going to be different than mine. It's going to be specific to you with your own ways in doing that. And there are going to be people who need exactly what you're doing. So the message is to believe in yourself and what you do in the way that you do it, because it's special and nobody else can be like you. Okay, now there's questions. Okay, and Red Vixen. I like the name. She's a Red Vixen. Should I pursue the idea to open an Etsy store? That was instantly a yes, but you're probably going to want a little bit more than that. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to line things up. You're probably very methodical in the way that you do things. So you need to line everything up, open the store, and kind of have a plan. Nope, I lied. Open the store, then make your plan. Because if you're kind of like me. When I start something new, I plan it to death before I will start to move. And I'm very, very lucky to have people like my wife and my best friend, who are both named Steph. And they will push me to actually jump and do things because I want to sit and plan. And it's actually a way to keep yourself safe, because you're scared of taking a risk, that we plan too long. So open the store. Just go ahead and do it, and then make your plan, and then figure out how you're going to do your advertising or all of the other things, or how you're going to take payment or all of those things, and it'll be good. So yes, open up the store. Oh, and Steph, I am my own emotional problem. Does your panel have anything to suggest to me besides quit smoking? So Steph has named my guide to my panel, and she's been doing that for years and years and years, so it always cracks me up. So okay, so they want to know basically how to get out of your own way, I believe is what you're kind of asking. I see you. What I'm seeing you is I'm seeing you sitting down with paper and pen. So you need to write. You need to write. And once you start writing, information is going to come out. Like you're going to start channeling, kind of writing. So you just want to start to write. Or if there's perhaps a problem with you physically writing, then there's always going to be like dictating. Like you can write, instead of writing the words, you can talk the words out. Because what that's going to do is that's going to get you in touch with a part of yourself that you have lost. It's kind of what they're showing me is quieting yourself and kind of going within to what you know, because you know things. So you get downloads is what they call them. You just know things. And so as you're writing, you're going to know things, and those things are going to come out, and you go back and read what you've written. They're going to be deeply profound to you, because it's going to start to open up the part of you that is maybe a little bit quieter. Okay, and the next one, I'm trying to go slower and talk slower than I did last week, because I was like, okay, so, oh, hold on a minute. I moved my list. Okay, Nicole, I'd like to ask about my daughter's health. I'd like to know if she is needing anything specific for her healing process. Nicole, so it's hard to do people that aren't here. So if you could please put in the chat what her name is, if you feel comfortable with that, or her first name and last initial, so that I can find her energy, because I just need a little bit more. So all right, so I'm gonna jump down to the next one, and then hopefully you'll give me that, and I will come back to you. All right, so we're gonna go to Chad. Any information from your guides that I need to know right now? Okay, Chad. So this has so many different interpretations. All right, so I'm like a sloucher, right? I like to slouch. So what they're showing me is your arms are back, and you're standing. Your posture is good. Your shoulders are back, and you're looking forward. So I interpret that when they tell me that is that you need to straighten your back, have confidence, and move forward. So if you are stuck in not moving forward, then this is a sign to move forward and have confidence in yourself and believe in yourself. And so I can kind of hear in your head, but you do have confidence in yourself and you do believe in yourself, but they're telling me that you can have even more. And I think that you probably have sometimes the issue that I have about wanting to stay humble and not seem cocky. And you can stay humble and not be cocky and arrogant and all of those things that nobody likes and still have more confidence in yourself and believe in yourself. So I hope that made sense. And I thought I saw that Nicole gave me the name. Did I see that? I'm trying to look. Now I've lost it. Oh, there it is. Bowie Terry. Okay, got it. Okay, Bowie Terry. So I'm getting some stuff around the chest. Now that could be chest and lungs. It's a breathing thing. Okay, so there's ways to interpret this. So it could be a breathing thing. It also could be heart chakra stuff where it's like broken heart, or maybe there's been some trauma, emotional trauma. So if it is not a physical breathing issue, then I would do some heart chakra work. And that one of those, so it's talking about love, you are loved. And green, there's lots of meditations that are out on YouTube that you can do to help open that up. I also sell heart chakra candles, and there's a lot of healing that can be done around that. Now, if it's a physical thing, I don't think it's a physical thing. I think it's a physical thing because she's hurting, but what they're telling me is the heart chakra is the response back to that. So, and essential oils, so work on the essential oils if around that for like breathing and opening. I hope that made sense. And Lisa, like Bowie. Oh, okay. Yeah, so what's going on with the lungs? Yeah, because you can't use, I don't know that you can use essential oils. Well, you can use essential oils on children. They just have to be diluted. So, yeah. So we can talk later offline about that too. Okay, next person is Lisa. Hi, Lisa. Okay, career-wise, I can't talk. Career-wise, what should I do? Remain in the same job or seek an alternative? Both, actually. So what they're telling me is that you can do so much more than what you're currently doing. You have a capability of doing way more than what you're doing. So by them saying both, what I believe that they're telling you is stay in the job that you're in while you're looking for something better, and really stop and think about what is it that you want to do. What is it that you really thrive doing, and figure out how that is a job. So if you like to research things, perhaps, because I know you do, if you like to research things, then find a job within your skill set that you are researching things, because if that's something that you really want to do, or if you really like to work with electronics and computers and all of those things, then look for within your skill set a way to do that. Hope that helps. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. I shouldn't do that because there's this dead air and I'm reading there. Anyway, I was reading what about Bowie. Okay, so the next one is Roxanne. I would think that somebody named Roxanne would get so tired of going, Roxanne. They'd probably roll your eyes. Anyway, okay, Roxanne. Ditto to Jennifer's request. Did I miss a question? Okay, I'm not sure what that was. Was the country just lost a great woman? Yes, they did. We did. I'm in that country too. Okay, can your guides tell us how to move forward, or if they need to be specific, how do I move forward? Okay, so as far as what we can do for that, this is what they just showed me. So again, just like Chad, arms up, head up, shoulders back as straight. And then they're showing me one of those like cheerleading things. So what I interpret this to be is stand up and make your voice heard. Now, that does not mean that everything is going to go the way that you or most of the country would like it to go with that. But it does mean that we need to not be quiet. There is a saying that I'm forgive me if I misquote it, but the only thing that evil needs to win is for good people to remain silent. So we can't remain silent. So in whatever way that is for you to make a difference in the world, for me making a difference in the world, I'm doing this. I'm doing my healings. I'm helping people's lives change and healing their wounds so that they can become stronger people and go out and fulfill their own purpose. So what does that mean for you? Does that mean that you're going to call your senator, Congress, whoever? Does that mean that you're going to go protest? Does that mean that, what is it that you're going to do that you feel will create your voice to be heard so that you can go out and create a better world? But don't focus on it going your way. How are you going to create a better world, even if everything goes the way we don't want it to go? So, because we can start in our communities, we can start in our families, we can start in our homes to make the world a better place. And I realize that sounds very Pollyanna, but I don't care. That is honestly what I'm always saying, is that we need to be kind to other people. We need to show love. We need to be decent. We need to be respectful of other people's opinions. Even if we don't agree with them, we don't need to start fights over that. So that's my... Anything else, guys? Be love. That's how we change the world, because what the world needs is kindness. The world needs love. That's what it needs. And I know it's very, very easy for us to get, for us to focus on the day-to-day things that are happening, because we live day-to-day and we're humans and that's what happens. But we also need to pull it back to look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is that if we focus on love and we focus on kindness, then we draw that more to us. I just actually posted something on some social media thing where I said, remember the law of attraction. You know, it's an election year, and do not focus on what you don't want, because that's what you pull towards you, because the universe doesn't understand I don't want. They hear I want, and that's what you draw to you. So if you want change, then focus on the change and be grateful for the change. You really touched on a soapbox thing of mine, so I hope that I didn't go too much on that, and I hope I answered your question. Okay, and I won't ask I've been in the house unless they're saying something. Nope, they're showing me a house. That doesn't, I don't know what that means. Okay, they're showing me a house, and then they put wheels on it, and it went rolling. So I would imagine that means that your house is moving. And I'm going on to the next one. Nicole would like to ask for a personal reading. Meaning, okay. For you, okay. So, okay, so they're showing me, like, when a leaf, hard word. When a leaf gently floats to the ground. So they're showing me a leaf gently floating to the ground. And the way that I interpret that is that you need to settle. You need to, perhaps you've had a lot going on and you've had a lot in your mind, and your mind's going here and there and here and there and here and there. It's telling you to allow yourself to settle, allow yourself to drift back down, slow your mind. I would also interpret that as like grounding. So grounding exercises, things like that. Meditation, grounding. That's what they're telling me to tell you. So I hope that that is something lovely that you want to hear. Okay, and this was, oh, did I miss Jennifer's? Did I do Jennifer? Did I skip her? No, I don't think, no, I didn't. Okay. And, oh, Beach Bum Steph. I know her. She would like a card. Okay. I'll give you a card. And so we'll do a card. Good thing I have my deck with me. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Can anybody see that? You have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. And so what that means is that there's a new financial situation coming, a new job coming, but it's reversed. So that it means that it's just coming a little bit slower, but it is still coming. The reversal on aces don't mean no, they mean slower. So you have a new financial situation coming. So if you have perhaps ideas for your own business, or you want to move to another job, then I would take this as a yes card. It's just going to maybe perhaps happen slower than you would hope. But so what that also means is that don't give up hope on what you want to do. And then we'll tie that right back into the thing that they told me in the beginning of the hour, is that if your soul is telling you to go do something, listen to it and do it. Okay. And is there any other questions? Anybody want a card? My dream is to have like these live streams only be a half an hour, because it's like a quick in and out and it doesn't drain anybody. But I also want to answer your questions. Okay, so I think I see, let's see, Nicole diffuse. Oh, there's another question coming in. Steph is typing. It's typing. Okay. Oh, hi, Jennifer. Let's see. Jennifer asked again. So, you know, when these live streams get a little bit more popular, then I'll probably narrow it down to like one question per person. But because it's new and the numbers are slow, so now it's because you're here early, you get to ask as many questions as you want. Okay, so Jennifer wanted to know if she needed to worry about Ken anymore. You're going to hate this answer. Okay, so you asked if you need to worry about Ken anymore. My guides say, no, don't worry about Ken, worry about you, because Ken is not you. Ken needs to worry about Ken. I understand what you're actually asking me. You're actually asking me about his health, but I'm telling you that those are my guides. They are like that. So cool. So my interpretation of what they're showing me is no, you don't need to worry about Ken anymore. Okay. Hi, Jennifer Hayes. Is it, if possible, I would love any insight you might have on what I need to know this week. There feels like a lot of energy being like thrown at you. So what I would interpret from that is make sure that you're grounded, make sure that you've shielded, ground other people around you who may be frantic. Self-care, and work on your self-care. So when we are in situations where we've got a lot of extra energy being thrown at us, it's also extremely important that we do our self-care. And that doesn't just mean grounding and shielding. That also means, drinking enough water, making sure that you're eating nutritious foods, getting enough sleep, take a bath, do your nails, whatever it is that makes you feel taken care of. Go buy yourself some flowers. Those kinds of things also will help you resist. It's like there's a fire hose being like shot at you with energy. So I hope you survive the week. That looks rough. Destiny, could you? Sure, I'll pull another card for you, Destiny. Just takes a little bit of seconds while I shuffle, because I'm a 3 shuffler person with my Vegas style shuffling. I don't know very many tarot readers that shuffle like this, because they say it bends the cards. I don't care. Oh, so with the devil that you got before, and you got, let's see if this can focus. This is the 5 of Pentacles reversed, and the 5 of Pentacles reversed is actually a very spiritual card. Upright, it's kind of a drag. It means that you've kind of hit the bottom, but because you've hit the bottom and you flip it over, the only way is up. And when we are at the bottom and we're coming back up, we tend to be more open-minded. We tend to reach out for our spiritual higher power, whatever that is. And so this is a really hopeful, good card, meaning you've hit a bottom and there's no way but up to go. Okay, and we're going to go to the next one. Red Vixen, will the atmosphere at work improve anytime soon? I instantly feel no, and I'm very sorry about that, but let me see what they say. So what it feels like is that at your work, there is a lot of belief that this is the way we've always done it, so we're going to keep doing it that way, even though it's really, really inefficient and it doesn't work very well. But everybody is stuck in a rut with that. And it feels like if you do something different, no, don't do that. You can't do that. So I'm going to, unfortunately, no. So, but what I would tell you is that if the environment at work is icky like that, just like I was just telling Jennifer, ground and shield yourself, so that if the energy that you're working in isn't the most positive environment, then protect yourself so that it doesn't affect you. Okay, so Roxanne, sure, you can have a card for this week. Shuffling. I should shuffle less because it's less dead time. So, and what you've got is the King of Pentacles reversed. So the King of Pentacles reversed is, okay, let me talk about it upright. Upright, the King of Pentacles, is that like not focusing? Anyway, the King of Pentacles, that's what this is. The King of Pentacles upright is a male energy. I'm sorry, a masculine energy, because women and men can both be masculine, right? So, so upright, this would be a person who is really good with money. They will absolutely take care of their family. They're hard workers. They're really solid. They're very abundant. You can see all the abundance all around the card reversed. This is somebody who isn't very good with money and not all that motivated to take care of anybody. So this is a warning that there may be somebody that is leaning a little too hard on you for money, and they need to become a little bit more independent. So keep your eyes open for that. And Nicole, since I can ask one more question, insight on my custody battle with my soon-to-be ex, David. Let's see. You got any more? What they're showing me is that they're showing me a child with their arms spread out. I can't, so their arms spread out, and they're being yanked this way and that way and this way and that way. So I would interpret that as you two need to learn how to be parents together still, even though you're not together. So that would be, maybe you could go to like co-parenting classes, something like that. So because it's just, what's going to happen eventually is it's going to hurt the child because they're being yanked back and forth. So I would look outside the box kind of thing and see if there's another solution that you can come. So pull it back and look at what is it that this person is doing? Like if they're abusive and they're horrible, but I get that you don't like the person, obviously, otherwise you'd still be together, right? But think about what your child needs in regards to a father, and how what's the perfect scenario of parents that don't live together, what they can do for that child. So that's what I would say with that. So, okay, so now it is a little past half an hour, and we're repeating questions. So what I'm going to say is that I'm going to go ahead and cut the questions off because we're just repeating ourselves, and everybody's tired. It's Sunday, so we all want to sleep. I am so appreciative that you guys come here. I'm just asking really quick if there's anything that they want you to know. They want me to tell you that you all of you have your own guides, and you can get in touch with them. And the first way that the first step is learning how to meditate. So if you do not have a regular meditation practice, then I would suggest that you start one. So, and now here comes all of my pitches, right? So my pitches is I have, please go first. You know what, you guys, subscribe to my channel. I always forget to say that. So there's a button down there that says so subscribe and notify, so that if I put up a normal video, like, you'll find that too. Next week I will be here again taking questions. My website is sacramentohealingtree.com, which you can order all of my services and candles, which the candles are pretty cool. I really like my candles. My services, if I can remember them all, there's quite a bit. So I do tarot readings. I actually can do one card tarot reading questions over text. So that's pretty cool because you don't even have to get on video or a phone. I am someone who doesn't really like the video. I'm okay with video, oddly, but the phone for some reason has always just, I'm not a phone person. Anyway, so you can get tarot readings on different links on there. If it's on the website. There's Reiki healing. There's aura healings. We're still in COVID, so I'm still doing the empath special, which is a reduced version of my aura healing. It's 20 minutes and it's only $20. And I'm doing that just because COVID is still there and it's hard to deal with as an empath. There's just so much out there right now, and not even just COVID. There's so much other stuff. So if you're an empath, I highly recommend that you take advantage of this, because as soon as, quote, COVID is over and basically when I can do in-person healings again, it's going to go away. So as soon as my restrictions get lifted in Sacramento County, then the empath special will go away. So grab it while you can. There's I can do departed soul healings over the computer as well. And what that is I connect you with your departed loved ones, and we get a healing. It's actually very, very cool. I don't know anybody else that does it, and it's quite amazing. So there's a list of everything that you can get on my website. So please go there. And I want to thank you all for coming and supporting me. I deeply appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.